Hello guys, welcome back. So we had a good Yule and it was extremely simple. I cleaned. I know, so exciting to do on Yule. I cleaned a little bit. I played some jigsaw puzzles I would associate the pictures of with Yule because I bought all these massive amount of puzzle packs. And I listened to Yule music. And that's kind of what I did. I listened to partially my playlist and I was throwing out all this music on my playlist. Then I listened to another playlist, and that's what I did. We made some of that mead tea that I make. No meat in it. Well, it's kind of meat, kind of not. It's complicated. And we just, ate some little nibbles, and that was it. I didn't feel like doing a big thing. It's probably a lot different if you have a coven to go to, but for me, we lit some candles, just did some, low-key stuff. And now, of course, today the normies have decided today is Yule as well. At least they're having like stuff for winter everywhere, like pictures of snowflakes, and Google has something else. And it's like, make up your mind, normies. You were all running around yesterday screeching it was winter. Now you're screeching it's winter today too. Make up your mind. I guess they're celebrating the first full day of winter. I don't know. And we're good with having done something really low key. And I had a dream this morning again. I'm only sharing this so I can track these dreams for myself. Those two blonde kids were in it again. This time they were like, I don't know. The undefined age of young blonde kids in 80s movies. And now most of you already know exactly the age. And they were wearing blue jean overalls. And they were driving this truck, and they look like identical twins. I don't know if it was a blue truck or red truck. I don't even know if the color of the truck matters. And this had been a movie, and I've been watching it on this laptop, and I was on this site for films that it was a really small view window on this laptop. And it's no laptop I ever remember having. And it went from this really small window to this like full screen like I have in front of me. And it was a beautiful movie. These kids are driving this truck, and somehow as you're watching this movie, I don't know if this was in VR or what, you could get into the truck bed with them, and you're sitting where the one child's sitting, I think. So I don't know, maybe you are the child. And you're driving down this country road, and there's beautiful golden cornfields to either side of you, and I think there's like a farm and everything else up ahead. And well, you're driving through a farm, but you know what I mean, like a barn and a silo and everything. And then it kind of like pulled back my perspective, and the movie was called Heaven, and I was convinced this is a real film. So I get up and I'm looking for this film. Doesn't exist. I don't know. Maybe that was the universe answering me. I know when I went up last night and I put on the radio, the very first song had something to do with God. Now the composer was Wagner, not the Wagner. That goes back to Odin, because I associate that with Odin, but it was kind of like the universe going, yeah, that was nice of you to do, thank you. And the whole point of those videos in the series is that, we can't buy favor with the gods. I wish I could tell you a way to do it, but we can't. And you get kind of bummed out for a while because, we get scared of the future. So, of course, we want a way. We want some kind of currency with the gods that works. Faith and love work. Trust, spending time with them are all wonderful, but our world works even if we don't have those things. It doesn't feel as fun, but it still works. But faith and hope and love, and it's not just a Christian concept, but that's like really the only things we can give the gods. They're not going to have much use for an earthly temple. It's something for us. It's something to comfort us. They're really not going to have much use for a bunch of fancy religious rules. That's again more for us. Loki just cares that Loki gets attention, and I admire all the things Loki has killed in this house. I'm sure it's the age of the lights too, but he took out the one green light, he killed it forever, finally. Though sometimes it looks like it's thinking of flickering on. And he killed a second green light. So he's progressively working his way around the stringer. This is just the string's getting older. He's taking it out, and he never did give me my lamp back, and the fan still broke, so he's pleased with himself. Now, it could be too, because some of this stuff's over a decade old. Of course it's gonna break. That lamp that broke was, oh jeez, 90s, at least 90s. Yeah, almost 30 years old, and it broke, and I'm upset. There you go. Um, and sometimes stuff like that happens, and so sometimes Loki gets blamed for or credited for stuff around here, and I'm sure he didn't even have a little foxpaw in it unless he feels like it. So we're just gonna take it easy today too. We were playing those puzzle packs for hours yesterday, and we were just chilling to some music, and we might do that today, or just watch some YouTube. And we got down cookies last night. Remember those cookies? I went up and I got them. We got those down, but honestly, we have so many pack of cookies, guys. I'm going to look like the Pillsbury Doughboy by the time Christmas is over, because we got 3 of those packs, which I'm going to save and obviously not have them all at once. And we got 2 big tins, which I'm giving one away for Christmas, of regular cookies, and 2 small tins because I didn't know who was going to have me where. Okay, because I always like to be prepared, and there were 3 possible people that, as unlikely as it could be. Remember that one year where I had 2 Christmases and 2 Thanksgivings? I was like, I don't know. So I had all this stuff ready to go, and she's the only one that's not gonna have Christmas with, so I'm gonna give her like a tin of cookies and a little tiny box of chocolates and one of those really big peppermint sticks. Because the guy likes candy and she likes cookies and she likes chocolate, I think. I hope. I hope she likes chocolate. See, that's the thing when you know people but don't really know them that well. I know she likes ice cream, but I didn't have a chance to get her ice cream. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. It's just gonna be like a really, really calm day today. We were up to past 2 in the morning, and we were talking about, um, should I do, like, say, Jorgamonder or something at some point, but I'm like, that would be a 2-minute video because there was never any historical worship and so forth and so on, and it's kind of sometimes it's the extremists that attach themselves to the ultra rare, some will say deities, some will say legendary beings, and it's problematic because it's I've never, for my own perspective, got the idea that Jorgamonder's very interested in worship anyhow. So it's one of those things. I think we're getting to the point now where if I do videos now, it's going to be me going, we work together like twice. I talk to them every once in a while, and yeah. So that's not a very compelling video. I'm sure I could go back and I could find like a couple more, but it almost feels now like I'm going to the 90% off bin because we have over 40 videos in that series. So if you need to go watch it, they're lined up by, what pantheon. I didn't put them alphabetical order or anything, but they're lined up by pantheon, so they are out of order. If you wanted to watch it chronologically, best of luck, but they're out of order. They're like to their pantheon, but there's over 40 of them now, and I'm like, you know what? That's actually pretty huge amount of gods. I mean, there are others I've worked with, but again, if I haven't worked with them too much, it's going to be like me recounting what I remember their lore. And then telling you, well, we've never really spent much time together, and I think we did a couple like it already. And I'm like, well, we're getting then to the end. We're getting to the bargain bin thing of, well, Jorgamonder may or may not be a god, depending on how you look at it. And circles the road, has his tail in his mouth. We could sit there and I'm sure we could make up stuff, but it's like, I've met him twice. It might have been him. It could have been Papa Dumbala playing cosplay. Not really sure. Seems to just want left alone. That's it. And people just stop throwing trash in the ocean. Other than that, I can't tell you. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. I'm getting giggles back here. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.